Officials working today to piece together exactly what went wrong in Friday night's deadly crash in Philadelphia that left at least 7 people dead, 6 on the plane, 1 person on the ground. Here with us now is Shai Gold, a spokesperson for Jet Rescue, the private company that owned the Learjet 55. Shai, thanks so much for joining us. First, I want to send sincere condolences from the team, from me, for the loss of the crew that perished on that plane.
Thank you very much, Hannah. Good morning, good Saturday to you and to the viewers.
There were 2 jet rescue pilots, 2 medical staff on this flight. I want to start with Shai. What do you want people to remember about this crew?
This is a crew that was dedicated to helping humanity. This crew, part of a larger group of staff that we maintain. They leave their families for many hours, long days, weeks at a time, to go on missions, long-range missions. They believe in what they do. They put in the time in what they do. They live their job. They were just dedicated professionals. And it's a terrible loss to the aviation and medical community.
Yeah, again, I'm so sorry for that loss. We know investigators are now searching for the cockpit voice recorder of that medical jet. How are you and your team working with officials on the ground right now that are leading this investigation?
So yesterday morning, I spent time in the impact zone. I met with the various law enforcement and government agencies handling this, chiefly the NTSB investigative team. I was very impressed. The NTSB chairwoman was down there. I spoke with her. It was really an impressive array of federal, state, and local resources that came about. Everybody asked questions in their turn. We satisfied the first round of information requested, and right now they are focused on what we call scene recovery, so the NTSB can actually go in and start looking.
Yeah, we know how big the site is, the recovery site. Many of us, Shai, are not familiar with small planes like the Learjet. This was a medical rescue flight. How routine are medical flights like this one?
It's quite routine. Obviously, it's not an Uber ride. You do it for very sick people. We fly 600 to 700 times a year with sick or critically injured patients, and it's very routine for our team. Our team specializes in critically ill patients or extremely sick. This is actually a bit of an outlier because the patient was not critically ill. The patient simply was being repatriated. The third-party charity that requested our services and sponsored the trip just has a long relationship with us, and they ask us to do it for them.
One of your company's earlier Learjet models had landing gear issues in 2019. There was also a crash that killed 5 in 2023 with a newer model. What steps has the company taken to improve safety since?
Well, the company has an incredible safety program that goes well above what manufacturers suggested the guidelines and the regulatory mandated guidelines. So the landing gear issue was an unfortunate mechanical. The landing gear locked up, and that was the determination at the time. Unfortunately, it caused a fire in the wheel well, and everybody evacuated the aircraft. There were no casualties. We had a other unfortunate incident in November of 23, which is public record, in which our plane touched down in Mexico, one of the airports in Mexico, in a rural setting. And unfortunately, we lost a crew of 5. There were no patients on board. That was a Learjet 36. And just the other day, it was a Learjet 55. I can tell you that we maintain these aircraft exactly the way the manufacturer advises to and exactly the way the regulatory agencies mandate. Example, engines can only fly X amount of hours.
Sure.
Bodies of older planes need to be reinforced after 7 years. Skin of older planes need to be x-rayed and ultrasound to make sure there are no cracks in the fuselage. And if there are any, we replace it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.